Hello, hello. How is everyone? Good to see you all. Is my sound okay? Is the first question. Can you let me know? 'Cause I just set up my microphone. I'm not sure if it's backwards or not. Let me know in the comments. Hello, Sherry. How you going? Spiritual Sunshine. Hello. Annette. Hello. Jolly Man. Hippie Shake. Dan can hear me. All right. Thank you all for being here. I thought I'd do a quick live. Hello, Lynette. Hello, Jim. I'm in America land. I am in, where am I? North Carolina. So I'm not traveling around much this time, just on a bit of a healing journey, really, hanging out at a very nice house of a friend. So hello to everyone. Thank you all for being here. Jolly Man, yes, I've started a bit early. I was going to start before, but Martin was live, so he stopped. So I figured I'd just start now. So 44 of you here already. Thanks for being here. Redneck Rebel, hello. Kiwi MacArthur, Robbie Hannah, 33, hello, 333. Sue Spectacular, Polyester, Lynette, Matt Black, how you doing, Matt? Spiritual, hello. What did you say? How am I doing? I did see your comment before. How have I been? I've been good. I've been on planes, man. What did I spend? About 20 hours, I think it was, 14 hours Brisbane to LA, and then about 4 hours across the country to South Carolina. So I've been good, but then I slept a lot. So I'm good now. Hello, Solemn Peace, Vividness, hello. EP 65, the Netherlands, how you going? Sage, Spiritual, yes, been a little while. Thanks for being here. Who else we got here? Silence. It's hanging quite well to the left, as they say down here in Australia. Well, not in Australia. I'm in the USA. I keep forgetting where I am. Somewhere in the realm. And I've got my Swish Bang, what's it called, video camera. So I'm used to looking at the computer, so I'll try and look at the camera. Hello, Mike. Yes, back in Night America. Oh, it's not Day America. America. Yes. So I might be, I'll get some footage and some photos and things and let you all know how I'm going. But I'm here for another, gosh, only like 10 days. Then I'm back to Australia to do the Mullaney event. So if you're in Australia, anywhere near Brisbane, Mullaney event is coming up in about 2 weeks. 13 days, on the 15th. I'm going to be back in Australia for that for a week, and then I'm coming back to the US, and then I'm off to Europe for the Bosnia tour. It doesn't start till the 5th, but I'm going for a few weeks beforehand to travel around, flying into Germany. Never been to Europe, so that should be fun. And there's a couple of tickets left. If you want to come and join us, you'll find the links for that and Mullaney event in the description below. Am I coming to Florida? Probably not this time, but I'll probably be back in later in the year. So who knows? I think Martin's doing a show in Florida, but I'm going to be in Australia. It's on in the week when I'm jumping back to Australia, so won't be at the live event, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, population figures are definitely BS. If you do a bit of research and look into different countries, you'll find that pretty much every country's population is on the decline, and the projected populations are going down. They're not going up. And 8 billion people. I mean, we're definitely not overpopulated, overcrowded down here. I've obviously driven all over Australia. It's empty, man. And I drove from San Diego to Texas, and that was through like Arizona, New Mexico, and empty, like hardly anyone. You get into the cities, and obviously it looks a bit crowded, But yeah, no, I don't believe that the population is anywhere near what they tell us. It's definitely going down. Hello, Old World Exploration. Thank you for being here. Flat Earth Andy. How you going? As if from New Zealand. Hello. Memorial Gardens. Ripple. I'm in. Oh, NC. That would be North Carolina. Where you are from, way around the world. Yeah, I think I'm in North Carolina. I'm not exactly sure where I am. I'm in a nice house somewhere. That's all I know. Um, Sage, hello. Yes, I've been off for a few days traveling. I did put up a little short when I was sitting in LAX, but basically that the whole trip I was just in a plane or an airport, so I haven't really been out too much. Redneck Goblin, you have your legs back. Well done. I'm glad. Hope it's all going well for you. You can start moving forward now, right? It's a bit hard to do that without legs, but yeah, I mean, I'm here on, like I said, healing basically. I'm gonna work on my arm, obviously, and get that all sorted out. I've decided that I haven't put enough really effort into myself and my physical issues recently, so I've decided, I've made a new intention. By Christmas, my arm will be 100%. So there you go. You can write that down. It's going to happen. And everything, this is how we go forward, right? We decide what we want, put the intention out there, and then walk in that direction, right? Walk this way. Walk this way. And for me, at least my experience, that's how we get things done. That's but that's what manifesting is. I don't think that we need to spend tons of time. And, we don't need to wake up every morning and write down your intentions or anything like that. You can do if you want to, but for me, it's just making an intention, putting it out into the world, speaking it, and then little things will come into your world. Opportunities, people, things like this, and you use your intention and you go with the ones that feel right. Oh, who was that? Someone gave me a donation. Kimmy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kimmy. And of course, I didn't bring the hat with me, but Kimmy made me a couple of hats, but a top hat that I wore a few days ago. So if you want to check out her stuff, she does sell it on Instagram, and it is Rock Tops with a Z, Instagram. So go check her out. She makes good stuff. Philip, how you going? How's Mercia? What? I'm not sure. What's Mercia? I'm not sure. America. Mercury. Mercury. Is that what it meant to be? America. Yeah, man, good. Yeah, did a bit of shopping before. The breakfast cereals, Ollie Dolly. You can literally buy cookies. It's just a bag of cookies, but they call it breakfast cereal because you're supposed to add milk to it. I mean, yeah, man, keep that away from your kids, people. That stuff's not good. Oh, hello, Sayonara's here. How you going, Sayonara? Good to see you in the chat. Sherry, Jeffro, dude, how you going? All the way back in Australia. My main man, Jethro Harmon the Shaman, drove me to the train. I would not be here if it wasn't for him. So thanks for all your help, Jethro. It's about the 4th time, I think, that he's got me to the airport on time. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Hope everything's going well back on the farm in Australia. EP65, Europe is still fun. Yeah, man. I can't wait. I think I've got not many, probably 5 countries I've done already. But when I hit Europe, I'm probably going to do about 10 countries in what am I there for? 7 weeks, I think. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, Europe's a whole nother game, right? Countries everywhere and all the old world architecture. Of course, we're going, to see 2 pyramids on the tour. We're going to the Earthen Pyramid, and of course the Bosnia Pyramid, where we're going to spend some time with Sam, Dr. Sam as Manovich and his team. Dr. Sam's going to be there for a day with us, but we're going to have 3 or 4 days with his research team. So we're going to be going through all, the underground tunnels, which are for healing as well, which I'm looking forward to because I could use a bit, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to see star forts, old world cities. We're going to the castle where they filmed Game of Thrones. We're going out into nature, like to the Tara National Park, the Danube River. It's going to be crazy. So, and thank you to Tara for organising all that. We're going to be going around with her and Manu for 4 weeks, and they're just going to give me a tour of Europe, which is going to be amazing. So, a couple of people mentioned to me recently that in 2022, I just started saying I'm going to be doing lots of traveling in 2024. Had no idea how, had no plans, had no money, but here I am, right? 2024. And yeah, I'm in America, going to be doing Europe the second half of the year. I'm not sure, might be back in America for a bit. And then I'm back to Europe. So I can give a little bit of a mention. We haven't launched this, but there may be another tour, another old world tour coming up around September. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. I hear that Paul Cook may have let it slip out the bag. Oh, who's this? Ripple 426. Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Carol Zone. I made it. I did, from New Zealand. Thanks for being here. Yes, I made it to America. Sue Morfelden. Oh, hang on. What's happened there? There it is. Morfelden? Morfelden in Germany. I have not heard of Morfelden. Oh, I will check it out. Yeah, Germany. Yeah, Germany sounds awesome. I've actually got German heritage, apparently. I don't know anyone there, but because of course, I'm the descendant of convicts, right? So a lot of the history didn't come over with us, but yeah. So I've got the German flat head. Apparently, Germans have like the back of the head, like goes straight up from the neck, pretty much. So I've got that. So I think I've got Germanic stock in me. That's what they tell me. Mike Hobkin, I did my part with 6. I'm not sure what that means, but congratulations. Jollyman, how you going? Silence. Did you know that the first people that had to go during the Tartaria dismantling were the electricians? Well, it would make sense, right? They had to go and there was a mission to get rid of them. No, interesting. Victoria, man, hope you're doing well. Hope you're not in Melbourne. How everyone in Melbourne? That's the sort of the communist state of Australia at the moment. But at least Dan Andrews gone. I don't know who's there now, who's running it, but as we know, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. So, but things are getting better. Of course, Jacob Rothschild has exited the play. He left stage. And it's interesting. I was having a chat before, and so Rothschilds, they obviously run England, the 3 centres. England's the banking, finance centre. We had Washington in the USA is the war centre. And who died? It wasn't Soros, Kissinger. Kissinger exited earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year, might have been last year. And so the other one is religion, right? The religious centre, which is Rome, which is the Pope. So is he next to go? All right, I'll have to keep an eye and an ear out for that. Cape Mum, hello from Cape Cod. How you going? Hard to believe from New Zealand. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Michael Joshua Lewis, thank you for being here. Kimmy, woohoo! All right. What about the new world? What about the new world order supermarket? What? New world order? I haven't heard about them. Let's not go. Let's not fund them if they're to do with that. Of course, we talk about the old world order here, right? The old world order, how the world used to be, how we used to live, and and how history is just his story, right? History is written by the winners, right? And of course, a winner is not going to write bad stuff about themselves. So that's why everything is so skewed, um, and many other reasons. You know, they have rewritten the past. We all know this. Verity Walker, hello. Thanks for being here. James Robbins, what's up? What's up? I'm in America. That's about what's up. Speaking metric, they think you'd be, yeah, I know, right? It was funny before I left Australia, like in the like 3 days before I came, I had two people ask me, like, I said, oh, I'm going to America, and two people asked me if I was American. Like, have I got a weird accent or something? I thought I sounded Australian. Maybe I don't. Terry Anderson, North, is that North Carolina? How you going? That's where I am. Forge 721. Yeah, what are these supermarkets? Let us know. Who else is here? Oh, there. Oh my God, I must be so far behind in these comments. I've just seen. Okay, there we go. Ripple. Where are we? Kimmy, $20. Thank you so much. And Ripple 426. Thank you. Thank you both for your support. Of course, if you would like to support me, you'll find links below. And I just saw Martin doing his live as well. And you know, if you can, guys, support, you know, your favorite creators, you know. And of course, the best way to support is just by liking, commenting, sharing the information around, all that kind of stuff. Yes, I'm back in America land. I am. I'm here. I want to see what's going on, right? Like, love you too, Jethro. Yeah, I'm here to see maybe what goes on, right? Maybe I'll see the Civil War. Ooh. Or maybe that's just a play they want us to believe, right? It's all just a story, man. Paul Cook, how you going? And there is a rumor going around that I might be doing some traveling with Paul Cook soon. So you have to keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. There may be someone else, you know, coming along. But we're going to hit Europe and we're going to check out some cool stuff. So yes, that will be announced in the next week or so. And of course, the big one coming up in about 10 weeks, the Bosnian tour, what's it called? Balkans and Pyramids tour 2024. That is, did I put, yeah, the link is below. So go check that out if you're interested. Vividness, hello. Angela and Anton Antonu, is that how I say it? I don't know. Oh, Dale Holmes, how you doing, mate? Hit the border. Are you coming? Are you going to be in Mullaney? I've been meaning to message you, and I've been very busy. Are you coming? Let me know. Yes. So you're back in Australia land, I'm guessing. Back from your fitness, you know, Muay Thai boxing trip. Good to see you made it back. Shazzy Nix, hello. Chris, how you going as usual? And thanks to all the mods for being here. I do appreciate it. To Joy, hello. Thanks for being here. Miss Angie, if they're saying there's war and danger, it's BS. I agree. Yeah, I've said it before. I mean, remember Y2K in 2000? The whole world was going to end, right? All the computers were going to shut down. Planes were going to fall out the sky. Nothing happened. Before that, in the 80s, I think it was late 80s in Australia, ozone layer there was a hole in it. It was going to disappear and we were all going to burn, right? Because there wouldn't be any protection from the sun. Didn't happen. 2012, world was going to end, right? People went up on mountains to wait for, you know, God and ascension and all this. Nothing happened. All right. And so that's the trend, guys. It's just a story. It doesn't happen. Like, I went traveling. I was in America last year. Everyone said, don't go. Well, not everyone. Lots of people said, don't go, don't go. You know, they're going to stop all the planes. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. I went. I had an amazing time. Nothing happened. All right. And so I'm back again and I'm off to Europe because we can't live our lives, right, based on the story, because that's all it is. It's just a story. Like they've changed history, right? His story. But the thing about now and the media is they're constantly changing it. They're changing our present, or they're trying to. They give us all these different narratives, but it's just that's all it is. It's just a narrative. I mean, we've, most people here have been through topics like nuclear weapons, right? There's no proof that they exist. Another one was Fukushima, and we had back in the 80s Chernobyl, right? Nuclear power plants melted down. They were going to destroy the world, right? Fukushima was going to kill all the oceans. Didn't happen. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from looking at the past and the present is it's just a story. If we believe it and we live by that, then we are the ones that are restricting our own lives. So let's not do that. Instead, what we should do, if I can find it, I did see this before, I was meant to play it a while ago. We should dance like nobody's watching. Like this guy. There you go. Dance like no one's watching and have fun while you're doing it. All right. That's my advice. All right. Well, back to the comments. Yeah, man, dancing. Yep. There you go. To Joy's already dancing. I know, right? That dude he has the moves. He has the moves for sure. All right. Monique in Wonderland. Hello. Oops. Jillian Rachel. Hello. Melanie. Hello. Thank you all for being here. New Order and WF Lose. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. They're trying to tell us that we're going for overpopulation. That's what they're telling us. That's the story, right? But again, it's not happening. Um, but they'll also tell you that projected populations, if you look into it, they're all declining, man. They tell us that China is the biggest threat, right? And that it's full of people. Kelly went there last year. There's no people there. It's empty, right? So it's all just your mind is dancing. It's always mind games, right? Keep playing those mind games together. So that's all it is, man. All the world is a stage. All these people have control of is the stage at the moment because they own, the movie industry, the music industry, television. But it only works if we believe it. That's the thing. So yeah, who have we got here? Verity, hanging with my 3-year-old grandson. Best vibration ever. Sing and dance all day. Yeah, man. Kids are great, right? And all kids are geniuses. And they've done the studies, right? You get 5-year-old kids, and they literally rate. I think it's 95% of them rate as genius level, right? And as you go through school, those rates just get lower and lower and lower until the end of school. It's something like 2% or less are considered geniuses as far as what they can do with their mind and their creativity. So, school, right? All this stuff. But the other thing is, we can't get into it too much. If we believe that it's really bad, then it kind of is, right? But I would still say avoid all that stuff. If you don't have to put your kid in school, your children, because obviously a kid is a baby goat. You don't have to put your children in, don't. If you can, get them to alternative school or homeschool, then I would say go for it. That would be my advice. No peeps in China, man. Like Kelly was there. I've seen the footage. She was saying massive highways. Like she said, everything's big. Everything's a lot of stuff new, and it's all built for millions of people. But there's no people. There's massive highways. 4, 5, 6 lanes each side. No cars. So it's crazy. All right. And this is the thing. This is kind of why I'm traveling, right? Is that I'd rather see it for myself and make my own mind up. So get out there and see the world, guys. That they're trying to stop us doing this whole lockdown, right? The biggest thing about the lockdown is we lock ourselves down if we believe in all that crappery. Can I say crappery? Dangleberries, how you going? Thanks for being here. Ah, nice. Good work. And yeah, man, children, right? Children. Um, they're closer to their true selves, who they are, right? Dance like a child. It's like I've said before, the first thing they do when you go to school is make you get rid of your imaginary friends, right? Your imagination. And we know that the imagination is the best nation to be in. All right, so I do have some pictures I thought we'd go through, and the first one is kind of to do with this whole thing of what they tell us, and what are we going to believe? Because, we're at the point now that we know that all this stuff that they project out is it's not true. It's all crap. And basically anyone who's promoted up, like anyone who's promoted in the mainstream, whether it be music, whether it be, movies, or even social media, like people that are promoted up, that they're part of the system that is trying to keep you down. So, keep that in mind. Like, even I know most people are sort of onto it, but we have, the Joe Rogans of the world, and the Elon Musks, and the Russell Brands, and they're put out to with the the what's the word? They put out, so it looks like they're for disclosure and they're on our side and they're, letting all this stuff out and they're awake. But it's not the case. If you really look at what they're saying and look at their past, where they came from, you'll find out pretty quick that they're just part of the control system, or the system that wants to control us. But it's only a control system if we let it control us. So I'll just go through a few pictures of one of these control mechanisms that they've used on us, right? Radium. Okay, they tell us radium is bad and it will kill you. Of course, radium is where they got the word radiation from, right? And it was used to be used in fireplaces, as far as I can tell. And of course, fireplaces in many countries became radiators. All right, there's that word again, radium. So standard radium, solution for drinking, contains 2 micrograms of radium. So this is for health. They're selling it for health. But we're told it will kill you. There's a radium spring still in Florida where you can go in and you can get the water. Now, I'm sure that it's not, of the quality it used to be, but if that was really going to kill people, you wouldn't, that wouldn't be there. So this is radioactive, irradia. Right, so this is another ad for medicine that contains radium. And there's tons of this. Radium emanation bath, right? Chuck it in your bath. Get some radium into you. And of course, they talk about the radium girls. That's sort of where they shut it all down. But radium and the secret of life, right? We are energy. Has this got something to do with that? With creating, a bigger energy field for us? Here they are, the Radium girls. In 1922, the Radium Dial Company moved to Ottawa, Illinois, opening up their facility in the town's old high school. Of course, it was a high school, right? They employed young girls to paint clock faces with a glow-in-the-dark substance made from a mixture of glue, water, and radium salts. It was easy work, and the company paid the girls up to $18 a week, equivalent to about $246. Well, that's not very much money. But the Radium girls, we are told, started dying, right? And it's very much like the Hindenburg and Airships, right? Like one of them crashed and suddenly, we can't use airships anymore. And they do this so often, like They have a technology. They'll have one event, and through that one event, they'll stop everything. We can go back to those towers that were twins that may have fallen, right, around the 11 date. And what happened after that? Travel restrictions everywhere. Right now, we've got to walk through all these, metal detectors and things, and there's all this security everywhere because now we're all terrorists, don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? Radium versus grey hair. Who dreamed she was 50? 50 and not a grey hair to be seen. Wonderful. I can absolutely, wonderful. Yet an absolute fact. Radium do for you what it has done for thousands of our clients in all parts of the world. It will quickly restore right from the hair roots the natural color, health and beauty to your hair. So there we go. Radium for your hair. And here we go. So this is how they shut it down. Ghost women awaits court decision on radium poisoning. Okay. Our state of, is that it? Don't know where the story is. Miss Donahue shows how girls used a deadly solution. Questions in her home in Ottawa. So basically, she is saying that she's dying of radium poisoning. And of course, how did people know this? Because they put it out in the paper. All right, big clue that it's probably not true. That's called propaganda. We used to have journalists, and journalists were called journalists because they used to journal. They used to have a book called a journal. They used to walk around and get their own stories. That's why in newspapers and even television, they would all have different stories. Now we have, you watch the news, it's the same on every single channel. There's only a set amount of stories because we don't have journalists, walking around getting their own stories anymore. We're not allowed that, right? Because you might get truth. Radium emanation water drives out uric acid. Suffering too much from uric acid and disease caused by faulty elimination, rheumatism, gout, periodical headaches, neuralgia, constipation, neurasthenia, auto-intoxication, oh, what's that? And lack of bodily vigor, quickly relieved in a natural way without drugs or chemicals by the new discovery, the way to make radium water in your own home. Right? Send for free literature. So you could make this at home, right? A radium health tonic. Radium. Waza. Zwibak. I don't know what that means, but radium, right? This is for health. And this is how it was looked at until, what was it, the 1920s or 30s, I think, the radium girls. Here we have a radium emanator. All right, looks a lot like the old world, what were on top of the power lines, right? What were they, isolators, or I'm not sure exactly what the name was. I'm not up on my electrics. But there you go, emanate radium. And like I mentioned before, they were using it in fireplaces, right? For heat. So, I mean, it looks like it's a cure-all. It's fixing hair, beauty, different ailments. And it was good for us. And so it had to go. If the goddess of beauty herself turned to chemist, she could hardly improve on radior podavolua. No cream could be more pure and gentle, nor could it be so helpful in the improvement of complexion. So there you go, radium as a face cream. Anti-aging, right? Another one, face cream. Rouge, radium rouge. All right, get it from your pharmacy. Housekeepers, radium cooking utensils. Scientific preparation of X-radium mineral clays. So they had $1 a set. That's good value. Cooking in radium infused metal dishes. All right, get it into your food. So this was everywhere. It was used in so many different applications. And again, this is what we got, right? And it looks like it's mainly one lady. But I think there was more. They talk about the radium girls, but Living dead, woman gets $11 pension. Radium, living death victim to receive pension for life. So basically, they're saying that she was alive, but I guess in some kind of a coma or something, couldn't really live. And so they made it a big story. The government gave her money to help her. Oh my God. Because it's so deadly, right? Another one is Mercury. Mercury. Okay, we've all heard about the Mercury in Antiquitech. And, Mercury is an amplifier. And of course, they tell us mercury poisoning now, but is that true? Because, talk to your parents or your grandparents. They'll tell you that they got mercury in school and they were putting it in their hands and they were playing with it and they didn't die, right? It's all a scam. Again, more beauty products with radium, Radior beauty products. Lupus scrofula, cancerous growths. What? Doctor showers radium salve. I'm not sure why it says cancerous growths there. For all kinds of ulcerations and diseases of the skin. There you go, radium salve. So this was used for everything, right? Radium water contains radium. Vita Radium suppositories. Oh, there you go, get it in you, right? Our Vita Radium suppositories are one of the outstanding triumphs of the radium science. These suppositories are guaranteed to contain real radium in the exact amount for the most beneficial effect. They are inserted per rectum, one each night. This being one of the several practical and successful ways of introducing radium into the system. So there you go. You can get it in many ways, right? Rub it on you. You can drink it. You can take it out the back door if you want to. Radium, radium cream again. So there's just so much of this. And again, the story, victim faints at death query in radium suit. Ottawa, after identifying 2 pieces of her jawbone allegedly eaten away by radium poisoning. Ouch. Don't think that happened though. Miss Catherine Donahue collapsed today when her attorney asked the doctor if the disease was fatal. Good time to faint, right? Yeah, nice, good story. All right. Radium spray, combination bug killer, disinfectant, and furniture polish. Dude, you could use this for everything, right? From the Radium Spray Company. Oh, this is in the wrong file, but an antique brass toilet. Maybe there were toilets in Tartaria. That's why I put it in there, but that's got nothing to do with radium, unless maybe you've taken a few too many suppositories. And this one again, nothing to do with radium. This is a town, like a cul-de-sac street, made in a Fibonacci spiral. Who'd like to live there, right? There's probably some fairly cool energy going on. And this, I put this in, or got this photo just because it shows that, the ruins around this realm, they're not all from the same age. They're not all from the same time. It looks like we've had multiple resets that have taken out different things, because when we look at old pictures, 1700s, 1600s, we see a lot of stuff like this. Like this obviously was part of a building, right? The whole building's gone. This is all that's left. But we'll see things extremely similar to this that are in good condition that didn't get wiped out by this reset. So it's a reset world, guys. It's a reset world. Oh, and that is the end of our little radium talk, our little radium tour. So there you go. Radium. What do you think? Good, bad, indifferent? I've said it before with airships. One crash, no one can use them. But look at airplanes. How many crashes have we had, right, of airplanes? But they're fine. Still keep using them, right? Because they control that technology. They couldn't control the airship technology. I think it's because they were they moved too slowly and they were too close to the ground. We could see too much. And, you didn't have to become a pilot. They were easy to fly, right? You didn't like only pilots can, fly planes, right? Especially commercial planes, which means have to go through programming before they can do it. And even though their program says that they're flying over a flat stationary plane, a lot of them think that they're flying around a ball. That's how much programming goes into all this education, right? When you want to become things like pilots and, the health profession, all this kind of stuff. Coffee break. All right. Oh, thank you, Hippie. Yes. Get your tickets for the Old World Bosnian Pyramids Tour, May the 5th. Link below. Come and join us. Radium, meh. Donna Marie Farrell. I'm not sure what that means. Meh, as in it's no good, or the story's no good. Radium, radioactivity. I think the connection comes from they were using it in fireplaces and it was radiating heat. Like radiation is basically just anything that's given off as so we have like radiation from electricity, electrical wires, Wi-Fi. It's things that emanate from something. So they radiated, use it in the fireplace. Then we got radiators, and they were just radiating heat. This Angela, I got to play with you when we were children. Oh, who is that? Angela Baby Carlson? If it was, she subbed to you. So there you go. Just passing on a message. Cow Chemist. I have some good info. Pictures on radium heaters. Yes. Yeah, cool, man. I've got them too. Well, actually, they may have been on my last external hard drive, which died. So if you're going to get an external hard drive, get a solid state, the ones that don't spin, because the other ones die. I lost 50 gig or something. So yeah, I'll have to look around and get some more of the heaters, because that's what it looks like, right? The fireplaces, there's big questions about them, right? They're not very practical. A lot of them don't have soot in them, the old ones, and they have mirrors and paintings hanging above them. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? They would get covered in soot. So were they radium? I think they were. We don't need no education. I agree. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, New World Order and Wef Loss. Led Smith. Rad-X is the game. Fallout as a cure item for Rad-X is in the game. Oh, Fallout, okay, as a cure. There you go. All right, they do tell us. They give us hints in games and movies, all this stuff. Who was I listening to? I think might have been Jay Dreamers, who was saying there's two stories in every movie. You can watch a movie just for what they want you to see, the movie part of it, or you can look deeper, and there's always more messages in there if you look. Surfer Girl 0703. I heard recently, I don't know, maybe back in time, of Ford motor cars. Sodium. What, to run them? Interesting. Of course, Ford made a hemp car made out of hemp fiberglass. So, there's film on YouTube, at least it was, I'm sure it's still around, of people hitting it with sledgehammers and not even denting it. What do we have now? We have the Elon Musk Tesla, or is it stainless steel four-wheel drive thing? And people are doing the same thing. They're throwing rocks at it to try and dent it, but not as good as hemp. Radium might be potentially dangerous, but we can learn so much from studying the science of it. Study of electromagnetism and energy. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, though. It's a story, right? Radium, I mean, it was so widespread in the past as a health tonic that for it to be deadly, I highly doubt, because all we get is that story of the radium girls, getting poisoning, but we don't get this massive, group of people dying from using the face cream or drinking the water, anything like this. Same with Mercury. There was no, massive pandemic of mercury poisoning. It never happened. So question everything. I'll bet we can't buy radium or mercury unless, yeah, well, that's exactly right. Yeah, corporations can get hold of it. I'm sure you know something, Chris, come on. But the more we know, the more we know that we don't know, right? That's the conundrum of all this research. You actually, it's almost like when you research, you're getting further away from what you want to know just because it opens up, such a rabbit hole, um, such a Pandora's box. Rad. Yeah, man, that's rad. Rad. Yeah, rad is rad. Hey, Lorenzo, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, there you go. At the new now, Lorenzo. Jahuti. Why do you want to see the suppository depository? I don't want to see it being deposited. Cool. Who we got here? Shanna. Hello from Michigan. Nice shades. Michigan, that's up north. I haven't been up north of it's not really a border. I haven't been into the northern states yet. It looks a bit scary up there. It looks like there's lots of woke people. So I've been hanging in the south, man, the southern states. All right, where are we? Yeah, man, I know, right? There's a bit of a reunion going on here between Angela and who is the other person? Can't find them. Yes, there you go. Hooking up on the net, old school friends. If you want to find more friends, come to Mulaney. If you want to hook up with your crowd, do that. And sorry for everyone who was at the webinar a couple of days ago that I was supposed to be on. I bought a shipping container to pack all my stuff in, the dome, my yurt, all my furniture, because Kelly's farm's up for sale where I've been living. And so I need to pack everything just in case it gets sold while I'm away, so it's easily movable. And of course, it didn't turn up. They didn't even call me. Apparently, their truck broke down. So I'm really hoping it's there on Monday. If it's not, I'm going to have to go and find another one. But that's why I didn't make the webinar, because I was waiting for a container that didn't turn up, and then I was stressing out, wondering where it was and trying to organize a new one. So it was a bit hectic on my way out to America, but I got here. But my dome is in pieces all over Kelly's back lawn. Well, back area. It's not really a lawn. It's a very big lawn, right? 100-acre lawn. Muddy Waters, hello. Thanks for being here. Donna Marie Farrell. Decode everything. Exactly. One more quarter. Thank you very much. I am having fun. Smoky car? Yes. And of course, I haven't had any of that for a couple of weeks now. Well, maybe one or two with Jethro over the night before I took off. But I have been a good boy. All right then. Port St. Lucie. Oh, are you Josh? Hello, Josh. Is that you? Hello. Joe told me that you wanted to catch up while I was here. I don't know if I'll have time, but yes, yes, you must be, because that's where we say it, right? Port St. Lucie. Hello, how is everything? I'm probably not too far from you if you're back in Georgia. I'm in North Carolina. Yes, the Cybertruck. That's right. Elon Musk. What was that book that Elon was in? I can't remember. Let me know. But yeah, man, Elon's dad, was one of those shall we say, file people. I think Elon Musk himself called his dad one of the most evil people he knew. And he owned an emerald mine. An emerald mine. So Elon did not come up, from being poor or anything like that. He didn't create PayPal. Check it out. Alpha Billy, hello, thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, I always get so far behind on these comments, so I'm going to skip forward. Dude Actic. I'm not sure what that means. KB, are you going to be staying in the land of Oz, or are you thinking of coming to the States? Me? I'm in the States right now. I'm in North Carolina. I'm going to be back for a week to do the Mulaney show. Then I'm coming back here for 3 weeks, and then I'm taking off to Europe. So I'm going to be gone pretty much for 3 months. So I will be doing updates, especially in Europe. There'll be lots, we'll be doing videos and live streams and all that kind of stuff. It's also, we're going to be taking a lot of video footage, and we're going to basically make a documentary as well, showing all the places we've been. So that'll be coming up, but they're definitely, I'll still be around. I'll still be posting content, but yeah, I'm not going to be settled anywhere for another 3 months. It's all going to be a bit hectic, living out of a suitcase and all that kind of stuff, but very exciting. I got ripped on a container scam. Ouch. Yeah, that is ouch, man. The one I got is it was pay on delivery, so I haven't paid for it. So, but yeah, anyone looking for a container, it's a big scam on Facebook at the moment that people are selling containers they don't have and asking you to pay up front or even pay a deposit. So don't do it, because most of the companies will do pay on delivery. So watch out for those scams. I got done about 8 months ago on a caravan, 5 grand. Right, got ripped off, scammed. But luckily, I decided that the money was coming back to me, and the bank gave it back to me. It was really weird. They're like, we don't normally do this, and we shouldn't do this. But apparently, there were, like, literally, they said there was 1 second between, when you rang up and our time limit of when we should get back to you, and we didn't get back to you. So here's your money back. So that was good. Check my email. I'll be in NC tomorrow looking at a house. I shall, but like I said, I'm not really moving around much this time. I'm here sort of putting a bit of focus on myself for a while. I haven't done much of that in the last 4 years or so. So it's I need to really focus on my health. That being my arm and a few other things. I've been through quite a few things in the last 4 years, and yeah, really haven't stopped to sort of give myself time to sort of go through any of it. So that's what this is about at the moment. The next sort of 6 weeks are all about me. So yes, hit the beach. Yeah, apparently I'm about 7 hours from the beach, so I'm inland, but I've heard the beaches are very nice, and it's winter here as well. So maybe if I'm back here in the summer, I would check it out. Yeah, Elon was never poor. There is a story, that he's a self-made man, and he did that through, creating PayPal because he was this genius type dude. Nah, nah. Ah, interesting. People. Nice. Nice, Miss Ives. John Keeley, hey there from Johnny in San Diego. Hello. How you going? Did we meet? I met lots of people, but I was in San Diego in October. Met lots of cool people. Nice part of the world. Had stayed in a really cool house with Martin Leakey, Jason from Archaics, and gosh, about 10 other really cool people. So that was fun. Sorry, heaps of people are messaging me. Always happens when I go live, right? Thank you, John. There's a typo in my title. Is there autodidactic? Oh, thank you. Ought to. I ought to fix that up. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I actually did that. Well, I was looking before I was looking for my glasses. I couldn't find them, and yeah, I should have checked that. So thank you. I will. I will change that when I get off. So, oh my God, I've been going an hour. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? 264 of you watching. Thank you all for being here. Um, I meant to live or like permanent. Oh, am I here to live? No, no, no. I don't think I ever will move here permanently. I'd rather just travel. I've got two boys in Australia. So I'm gonna have, need to be back there a couple of times a year at least. But I'm going to be traveling a lot. But I definitely want a home base in Australia. Got a setup, got a dome, a yurt, and almost a shipping container. So that's going to be my little off-grid house. Just need a bit of land to put it on. And yeah, but yeah, no, I don't think I'll be becoming a US citizen, at least not anytime soon. Thank you. I am having fun. Three Fingers, how you doing? Myrtle Beach, yes. Now that's in North Carolina. I did hear that. I have no idea where it was. I'm not really sure where I am, to tell you the truth. But yeah, maybe if I'm back in the summer, I'll go check them out. I was in Florida last year, and that was cool. I liked Florida. Liked all the beaches. Went down to Miami. Walked on Miami Beach. That was very cool. Warm, really. Um, Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man. It all just, all these travels it's just happened, man. I haven't I've just put out the intention and decided what I'm doing, and the universe kind of responded. So as far as I'm concerned, that's how we do it. Just decide that something is happening, and it's got to the point. It's got to be like it's already happened. It's got to be like, well, of course, I'm traveling because it's already happened. It's a done deal. If you come at life from that perspective, things just happen, man. The amount of people I've met in the last probably 3 years, really, doing this channel, um, it's incredible. And the things I've been able to do. We did a live event. Our first live event was 2022, I think it was, in Melbourne, 500 people. That was my first event. It just happened. Sold out event in this massive, so all these things, they just, if you decide that's where you're going, then that's where you're going to end up. But you do have to walk, you've got to walk into your future with certainty. You've got to understand it's going to happen because it just, how can it not happen? It's like the last time I came to America. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, look, I would say there's some luck involved, but I mean, what's luck? If you believe you're lucky, yeah, you're lucky. Um, yeah, I mean, just decide what you want, guys. Decide it's already happened. Decide that it can't not happen, right? Because it's already done. And then just whatever comes into your life that feels right, that you should go in that direction, then do it, and you would be amazed what can happen. And that's really living outside the system. You don't live like we were talking about before, all this stuff on the news, right? um it's all crap. If you believe it, it's going to affect your life. It will. But if you just think it's idiots, on a box telling a story, it's going to affect on me, then it doesn't have any effect on you. So that's would be my biggest piece of advice, is don't live in the system. And I mean properly, like mentally, don't live in the system. Get out, just and understand that you get to decide. And that's the biggest thing. Once you get that down, then you just start making plans and see what happens. And they always turn out better than you thought they would. It's amazing. So, you can all do this. You can all live the life you want to. You really can. It's just you just got to decide what you want. Um, I just had an ice bath. It was a bath, so like a big tub. It wasn't an actual, custom made ice bath thing. Bath with lots of ice in it, literally. Yeah, so I had one about an hour ago. It's nice. invigorating. So I'm still going. I also had a sauna, an infrared sauna. So yeah, man, I am here and working on my body, right, my health. Um, oh, cool, nice. I found a healer, actually, Jethro Harmon, the shaman, uh, gave me his appointment a couple of weeks ago because I was trying to get into this guy and he's full. And Jethro is, an amazing human, and he gave me his appointment. And after that, now I'm booked in, so I've got another one when I'm back in Australia. I've got another one appointment with him, and then I'm off traveling. But I have heard there's a good healer in the US. So when I get back in, after the Australia Millennium event, I'll probably book in for some of those because I definitely need some physical work. I need someone who can manipulate it because, I hit a tree in a car at like 70 k's an hour, no brakes, and you can imagine what that does to your body. It's, obviously I've got nerve damage, but it's everything else. My whole skeleton is out of whack, and my chest here is, I've got ribs kind of popping out in the wrong place where they shouldn't be, and even down to organs, right? You can imagine what happens to your organs when you hit a tree that fast, and you stop in a second or a split second, everything just goes bleh. So I'm at the point now where everything, I'm physically feeling better, a bit more in one piece. So yeah, I'm going to go get some work, some hands-on work. Come on, Matt, 25 kilometers. You crazy, dude? I know you. I know you do it, and well done. Matt does. He goes for runs every day, and then gets home and builds cars, right, and guitars. There you go. That's a good name for a channel, man. Cars and guitars. But I don't think I'm up for 25Ks quite at the moment. I'm not much of a runner. I'm fairly stocky. When I run, I just feel everything in my body goes boom, boom. I'm not light on my feet like you are, Matt. Oh, look who we have. Miss Kelly Jones. Welcome. Hello. I've got a new theory. I want a podcast tomorrow. All right. Cool. Let's do it. Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen the WhatsApp being going off, so I'll check it out and I'll send you a message for sure. How's everything back on the farm? Hope it's all good. Did a container randomly turn up for me yet? Yeah, man. I'll read. I'll get back to you. Awesome. Everyone say hello to Kelly. Kelly's awesome. In God's country, yeah, it's pretty nice up here. All the deciduous trees are just about to get their leaves back, and I've got a lake out the back. Haven't seen too much wildlife. Saw a robin, some squirrels, but apparently they get snapping turtles and stuff out there, and even coyotes, man. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, indeed, I do, and that's the reason that I moved out to Kelly. Kelly, could see I needed a place to recuperate a bit and get back into my physical body, and offered me, a place on her farm, right? Come and hang out with her and her family. And that definitely got me to where I am now, got my physical body working again. Because before that, I hadn't done anything for 2 years. I'd literally go from bed to my chair, right, to do work on the computer and then back again. That was it. I was still pretty sort of messed up at that point. But the last year out on the farm, fresh air, nature, walking around bare feet, getting some sun, doing lots of work, definitely help. Definitely helps. So thank you, Kelly, if you're still watching. It's quite an honor. We don't get Kelly very often on my videos. All right. Any meeting? No, sorry, nothing this time. Maybe later in the year I might be back to do some live events. But yeah, nothing before, apart from Mullaney. Get your tickets below in Australia, and then Bosnia, which is like a 3-week or 21 days. I think it's the fifth. Yeah, it's about 3 weeks. If you want more information on that, check out the link below. Hey man, I know. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna. Sorry, if you don't have my glasses on, I will change it. Dud, dude. That's mean. Don't call me a dud. I've got duds on. Um, where is everyone? What's going on? Yeah, that's what I need is some physiotherapy. The guy I saw, he was really good. He did massage, kinesiology. What's the Chinese acupressure, acupuncture? Well, actually, did do acupuncture as well. Chopped a few needles in me, and did some chiropractic. So he was really good, a good all round, body specialist. So that's definitely what I need at the moment. Put everything back in its place where it's supposed to be, right? And lack of pain would be nice. It's been a few years. Um, duh, 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 duh. Broken neck in car accident. Getting better now. Yeah, man. I mean, there is, and that's a good thing, right? There's good healers out there. You just got to find them. Put your intention out, and they will turn up. Hello from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Hello, Halloween dude. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm back in. Oh gosh, back in Australia in June, I think, mid-June, late June, and then I've got, or is it June, July, August? Oh, only about 3 months before I'm off to Europe again. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully, we can do an Australian event. But maybe an American event. Obviously, Martin's coming over back to the USA. Jason's here, so I've been speaking to both of them. And later in the year, who knows, right? I'm still in Georgia, Josh. Looking to move to the mountains. What mountains? Is that like the Appalachians or what's the other one? The Smoky Mountains. They're both near you, aren't they? Yeah, man. Get out in nature, man. Do it. How about me? How about me? Okay, I don't know. What about me? um, Alex Jones falls apart on the globe. Alex Jones, I mean, he's another one. He talks a good game. And of course, he got famous for the cremation of care, where he broke in and got the footage. But he's just so promoted. Like, obviously they put it like he's not promoted and everyone's trying to cancel him. But we all know who he is, right? He's promoted. So the thing is with Alex is he's always got that negative, oh my God, we're being overtaken. There's nothing we can do. These globalists, it's all so bad. It's all so evil. And that's his job, right? If you think like that, then you're not going to get out and create the world you want. So, this is the thing. Even people, and I've said it all, often, everyone, you can learn something from everyone. Even the people that are shills are going to tell you 20% truth and 80% lies. The people who are truthers, even though I don't like that, I'm doing that. They're gonna be 20% wrong at least. So it's the 80-20 rule. So don't be scared of anyone or the information. Just be autodidactic. Be able to think. Be able to take it in. Research things that don't make sense, and just don't believe gurus. Don't have gurus at all. Don't believe that anyone has got 100% of the truth for you, because they don't. They can't, because they're not you. Howdy from the Texas hills. Howdy to you, Mary. Quiet. Mary. Quiet. Contrary. Hello. How does your garden grow? Yes, give me a like, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me a like. That little thumb below, see if you can make it change color. Please share this content around. Leave a comment. All this kind of stuff helps. It really does. Miss Angie, when I moved to Mexico, my friends and family thought I was crazy. I'm not I'm not an old rich person and everything just fell in place. Yeah, well there you go. Yeah. Um that's just how it works. I'm not I'm not a rich man. I'm not a rich man. Do, 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 do. That's rich girl, isn't it? Because you know it don't matter anyway. You can create whatever you want and go traveling the world. That didn't make any rhyming sense at all. Very bad. But yeah, this is a thing. You don't need money to do stuff. And people don't like it when I say that. But they say, of course you need money. You don't. And this is the problem with people. Most people who goal set, they goal set because they want money, but they don't want money. They want the things that money can get them. But guess what? You can go straight to the thing and cut the money part out of it. You don't need to get the money. Like trying to get the money for something, that just inhibits you. It just makes things so much slower if you even get there. You know, if you want a nice house on the beach, you might think you need $1 million. So you go out and you try and earn $1 million, right? But you know, you could win a house. You could be left a house by a relative that you didn't even know existed. You know, there's many ways to get $1 million house rather than actually getting saving $1 million and going and paying for it or getting a mortgage or whatever it may be. So cut the middle money man out. You don't have to go through money. You can just create what you want. Like you really can. I think I started the story before, like but I didn't finish it. Last time I came to America, I didn't have a ticket. I needed to be here in 7 days because I had an event. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've tried all these things. They didn't work. What do I do? So I packed my bag. Like literally, I packed my bags because, you know, if I've got packed bags, then clearly I'm going somewhere, right? And I was going to America. So if my bag's packed, well, it's a done deal. Clearly, my bags are packed because I'm going to America. So clearly, I'm going to America. And within a couple of days, all this stuff started happening. And I bought my ticket 3 days later and arrived like literally the morning of the event. I was in America and I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew that I had one place to go to that, you know, someone said they put me up and I went there and that was amazing. Hello, Daryl, if you're watching. That's where I met Josh. But I had no plans. I didn't know what else was going to happen. And the whole thing just fell into place. People drove me around, people put me up, people fed me, people even flew me across the country. Jason from Arcades bought me plane tickets to fly me from, where was I? St. Louis to San Diego. All this stuff just happened, right? So you don't need the money. You just need to know what you want and the intention and to know that you don't need the money, right? No, if you know you don't need the money, that's a big part, I think. Um, who we got here? KB. Ever since I heard it years ago and tried it intentionally for the first time, I found it completely true and worthwhile. And that's if you're wanting to or thinking about making some kind of change, yeah, do it. I think I said at the start, I just decided a couple of days ago that my arm is going to be working 100% back to normal by the end of the year, by Christmas. And of course, in that time up to then, it's going to be getting better and better. But by then, it's a done deal. And if it's a done deal, it can't not happen because it's already happened because there is no time. So that's what I would say. Kelly has this infectious curiosity. Yes, she definitely does. Yes, Kelly's great. Yeah, just as and yep, cut out. Yep, got to cut out the middleman. I agree. Totally, totally. Summer Lane, Campbellton. Oh, am I Campbellton? Hello from Ontario, Canada. Thanks for being here. From Scotland, Aidan. Guess. I guess. Aidan, thanks for being here. Alex Jones. Yeah, of course, right. Um, right. I mean, and that's another thing, right? Like 2020, like there was such a big Trump thing, right? Um, but now many people have understood that it's just the new boss, right? The same game, same game. Politics and politicians have put us in this position, so they're not going to get us out of it, you know. So, love him or hate him, I don't think he's going to be the solution. And this is what they do. They put him in, and obviously things got a lot better under him, right? Um, but that's so they could get Joe back in, right, and start building division, right? That's what they want now, is division between the right and the left. But I wouldn't, like I said, no one should be your guru. You shouldn't believe anyone's going to fix all your problems except the person looking back at you in the mirror. Oh my gosh, I'm so far back in comments. I'll get back up here. What do we got here? Um, Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, those images, there's been quite a few of them, mainly to do with wars and things. And they'll show you this image, of people and, someone, who's been blown up or something. And then you see the wider angle image and you see that there's no war there. It's just a little staged shot in the middle of the street. They do this all the time. And now we have AI, right? So that's even more reason to question what you see. What's that saying? Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. That's probably very good advice. Believe in you. Um, oh, thank you very much, Gillian. Thanks for being here. Yep, there's only now. There's only now, right? So if you decide something's happened, then it's happened, right? And that's it. I think we do create the future nows, through our past and our present, but ultimately that's why you can create things now, because once they're done, then it's done, right? It's just a couple of nows away that until you get there maybe. But yeah, man, there's no time as far as that we're taught what it is. It doesn't exist. Um, Anarchy, anarchy for the UK. Yes. And of course, anarchy means without rulers, not without rules. So yeah, anarchy, just live your life without rulers, without people telling you what to do. Are on right now. Hello, Landy. Hello. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean I'm live? Yes, I'm live. Yes, I am. Project your intention. Look for signs and press on. Good things will come. Definitely. Definitely, Josh. That's how you do it, man. And make sure it's your dream, right? Make sure it's what you want. So many people, get swayed by other people that they have big dreams and goals, and they get talked out of it by people, who are in reality, right? I'm just being realistic, right? One of my least favorite terms. That all that means, if someone's telling you they're just being realistic, they're telling you that they don't believe that they could do it. That's got nothing to do with you at all. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got all to do with them. If they believe they're not going to do it, well, guess what? They're not going to do it. But what's that got to do with you? So don't let other people talk you into or out of things you want to do. That's a big thing. It's an energy drain, right? Stay away from the energy vampires, and get yourself around good people, because you will become the average of the 5 people that you spend most time with, and that can be people. If there's no people close to you in your vicinity, well, it can be books, it can be people on YouTube or whatever. But hang around with people that are gonna make you more of who you're supposed to be, who are going to uplift you, who are going to support you. Because you're only going to be here once in this avatar. The person you are now, you only get to live this life once. So do the best. Make the best life you can. Excuse me. Well, that's another one, right? People say be careful what you wish for, but I would say that's just like saying I'm just being realistic. So yes, I know you put the lol there. But yeah, man, I mean, that's just other people telling you that they don't believe that they can create good things, right? That what they're telling you is, well, I keep focusing on crap, and guess what? Guess what? I keep getting crap. You know, I make wishes, not intentions. I make, wishes, just fluffy wishes with nothing behind them, and I don't get good things. I get crap. That's all they're telling you is they're not good creators. So don't listen to them about creating energy and intention. The past is for memories, the future is for hope. Yeah. I say, the past is a teacher, not a prophet, right? It's there to teach you. It's not there to tell you what the future is. It's not there so that you can go, oh my God, this happened in the past, and then you can recreate it so you live it again in the future. It's not. It's a teacher. You did this and you went wrong, so don't do that again. Or you did this and it worked out really well, so do that again. That's pretty much it, right? It's a teacher. The past is a teacher. Um, oh, you were checking YouTube? Hello. Hey, Jason, how you doing, mate? Thank you. Your vision today, everyone, is brought to you by Jason from Archaics. I am using your camera that you gave me, Jason. And as I was leaving Texas, Jason had mentioned that he wanted to give me a camera, a recording camera. And as we were leaving, he's like, oh my gosh, I forgot to get you that camera. So he went and he unplugged his camera from his setup and the tripod and gave them to me. So there you go. Thank you, Jason. But this, yeah. So yeah, it's like I've just met so many amazing people, and just had so many amazing things happen to me and for me. Oh, and by the way, Jace, I hope Dawn's doing well, mate. I hope it's all going well. I hope she's healing fast. Henry, how you going from Las Vegas? Oh, dude, thank you, thank you, Jason. Um, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Jason, and I went out and met him, and man, he's the nicest guy I'd ever met. Like seriously, he spends all of his time making sure other people are good. He's like the big Papa Bear, right? He wants everyone to be good and to be well, and he's a giving person. And yeah, that's my view of Jason. Love you, buddy. It's a funny thing. We all wish for nice things, and we go on the holiday or the cruise, and it's bad weather. We create our own good times. Yeah, yeah. It's like I was listening to a video and they were talking about if there's a piece of wood on the ground, right, a board, and someone says walk across that board, most people will just walk across it and they won't fall off it, right? Because it's easy, right? But you put that board up, 100 feet in the air between two buildings, it's the same board, it's the same walk, but suddenly you've got this percentage of people that will fall off it. Why is that? Because they start thinking of what can go wrong and they start creating that. But when you're on the ground, you're not getting those thoughts of what could go wrong, because what could go wrong is not a lot, right? My foot might slip off, but what does that mean? Nothing, right? So yeah, like when you create something, don't let yourself go down that mindset of what if, but what if this goes wrong? What could go wrong? Oh my gosh, just don't entertain it. Get the vision, get the intention, and just stick to it. Don't let other people put thoughts in your head of this might go wrong or that might go wrong. Because in the end, yeah, sure, stuff will go wrong. But the other thing to say is, the bad weather. Some people go, "Oh my God, my whole cruise is destroyed. Oh, I knew this would happen. Oh, it's so bad." And someone else might go, "Oh, it's bad weather today. Oh well, I guess I'll rest up in my cabin. I could use a bit of sleep and rest and relaxation." I mean, it's how you look at it and how you respond to it. So be responsible, which is really respondable, right? The ability to respond. Like, because life is never going to be perfect, and we don't want it to be perfect. Because if it's perfect, what are we doing? What are we learning? How are we growing? It takes obstacles and challenges for us to become more, right? And to grow. So, understand that there's anomalies all through life. But what'll get you through is your attitude and your ability to respond, in my humble opinion. Um, Elizabeth, how you going? Are you in the South US now? I am. I'm in North Carolina. Just here for a couple of weeks. Um, some rest and relaxation, basically. So I'm not doing any shows or anything. I'm just here having some Campbell time. Staying with an amazing person who's um, helping me heal. I guess I'm going to be back in 2 weeks doing a reset retreat, where it's going to be a bit more full on. We're going to be doing stuff every day, meditation and saunas and all this kind of stuff. Eating good food. I'm going on a blood type diet. So yes, and then this is basically getting ready, and then I'm off to Europe for the Great Tartarian Tour. Maybe I'll be like my dog and chickens. Yeah, have you ever seen that meme? And it's got a guy sitting on a chair with his dog, and the guy's got, he's got this worried look on his face, and it's got the thought bubbles. And the guy's saying, "Oh, what about this? And I've got to pay this, and oh my God, this, and oh, blah, 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 blah." And the dog, of course, dog's always happy. He's sitting there with a big smile on his face. And the image in his little thought bubble is him sitting with his master. He's just happy because he's there, because he's doing it. He's not worried about, So dogs and chickens, man, animals in general, right? They don't worry about what's coming for tomorrow. They don't live in the moment. So live in the moment. Is that a song? Accentuate the positive. Sounds familiar. I think it is. But yes, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Yeah, man, just focus on what you want. If these other thoughts come in, tell them they're not wanted and to go away. There's many techniques you can use, but I would, something that helped me a lot was meditation. I got right into meditation for about 4 years, to the point where at the end of the 4 years, I was doing like 3 hours a day. I went right into it. Started off, 10, 15 minutes and just built up. But what that did is that got rid of the voice in my head. Like, I don't have this chatter, and I was the person who would always say I can't find the off switch, and literally my voice going 24/7. I don't have that anymore, so I don't have a lot of negative stuff come up anymore. So that's another thing I would recommend is quieten your mind, and a good way to do that is meditation, and then just you focus. Don't I've never watched horror movies or movies, that make you feel bad. I just don't entertain that kind of stuff at all. And lots of people will entertain it, right? That they'll be like, "Oh, I want to create this, I want to create this," and then they'll watch some horror movie and go, "Oh," and get all scared, and that's going straight into your mind. Don't. My advice is don't do that. Don't focus on anything that's going to give you negative impulses and negative thoughts. Focus on what you want. I don't know how this turned into Campbell talking about, mindset, but it did. Dawn is better. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Jason, mate. Give her a big hug for me. But yeah, no, that's good news. Good to hear. It comes in cycles. Staying with negative people, got to break through. Yeah, don't. If people want to be negative, let them be negative. That's their journey. It's not yours. Come on, mate. You're a big softy. We all know it. Yeah, nah. Love you, buddy. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much for your support. And to everyone who supports me on this channel, and everyone who has supported me. I've mentioned names before. Jason, of course, is one of them. Jethro, who was here before, is one of them. It's so many people, do so much for me that doesn't necessarily get out on, to the wider world. But like, there's so many people, and I still need to go through all my footage from my last tour here, my last trip to America in October last year. And one of the reasons I want to do it is just to thank all these people, like people I didn't know, like putting me up and looking after me and driving me around. I mean, a lot of them I knew from online, but I'd never met. Like just crazy. Like it's just crazy what can happen if you believe it but expect it to happen. Like I just expected it to be an amazing trip and for everything to go perfectly, and it like I said, it went better than I could have imagined. It always does. So thank you to everyone out there if you ever, helped me in any way. And that, that can be giving me likes. That can be subbing, right? Hippie Shake and Chris, they're always here. Thank you to all other subs, like, I really appreciate it. Like, it's just so much. Lisa Lynn, how you going? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I'm watching text if you're speaking it. The audio hasn't been said yet. And this is us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's from the US. The text, the audio. Oh, the text is before the audio. Oh my gosh. They're reading my mind. Have an awesome night, man. Have a good night, Jace. Love your work, buddy. Pineapple Man, how you going? Thanks for being here. Jess Trex. Sorry, Jester X. Island, is it true? Are you guys having lots of tractor protests and farmers on the street? I saw a couple of videos that the government want to kill, what was it, 200,000 cows or something, like just cull them for no reason. And everyone said no. And I heard that you've got farmers on the street and a new political party formed. Is that true? Let me know. Yes, North Carolina is a beautiful state. Very glad to be here. Hello, Donna Marie. Thanks for being here. A little jealous. You can do it too. You can all do it. You really can. You have the power. You are the power. Don't give it to those politicians, right? That's what we do every 3 or 4 years when you go to vote. You literally elect someone to what? To power. You're literally giving them your power. So be careful with that. Don't give your power away. Yes, good to hear that Dawn is better. You're the ice bath king. Hey, Dale. Yeah, man. Yeah. Did one at Jethro's. What? Dude, Dale Holmes. Did you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, super sticker. Wow, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you come to Mulaney. I'll have to buy you some beers, dude. Sir Rilney Mill. I flew into Charlotte, so I'm about an hour out of Charlotte is where I am. Gigi, hello from Maine. Errol, thank you very much. Yes, everyone, go check out Dale's channel. He does great work, and he also has a new podcast, which is on Spotify. Feel free, if you're still here, Dale, to drop the link in the chat. I did put it up. I did a chat with him, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I put up a cut of that in the community tab, and with the link. So you can always go to my page and check out community, and you'll find the link to his new podcast there. And check him out. Support your favorite creators. How you going? Dick67 from Brisbane. All right, you coming to Mulaney? Not far from you. A great mind technique and easy. Stop. Like lots of people get it's called clairaudience, like get auditory messages. They hear, voices. They get a message in their mind they can hear. I've only had that happen once, and literally all it was the word stop. You just said stop, Like, I'm like, what do I need to do? Where am I going? And at the time, I was sitting on my boss's lawn, um, doing some work, looking out over the ocean, and that's all I got. Stop, just stop. And it's good advice. Just stop, right? And just have a think about what you're doing, where you're going, because that's what a lot of us don't get a chance to do in this world, where they want us to keep going around in circles, right? Wake up to an alarm clock, have your breakfast, go to fight traffic or get on public transport, go to a job you don't like, get bossed around by a boss who's probably an idiot. But if you do that, that's you're going to be doing that in a year if you don't stop. All right, stop and smell the roses. Have a look around, see what's going on. Jeff from Ohio, hello. Tanya, Gold Coast. Well, Tanya, I think you're close enough to come to Mullaney. You'll find the link below. Would love to see you there. Come and check it out. Mullaney is going to be 2 nights and a day. So Friday night, all day Saturday, and then Saturday night. So it's going to be we're camping out at the showgrounds in Mullaney, and we're going to have a lot of interaction time. So it's not going to be as formal as our other events that we've done with Tartaria Australia. It's going to be a lot more social, with the focus on everyone getting to know each other, right? Creating groups of friends and all this kind of stuff, because it's what we need at the moment, And like I said, you become like the people you hang out with. So come and meet some amazing people. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, there we go. That Dale Holmes' channel. Go support him there. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Thank you so much, Summer Hill Lane. Thank you, everyone who's donated tonight. Like that's heaps, right? I don't normally get heaps of donations, so thank you all very much. I really appreciate your support. Oh, there it is. Okay, nice one to Joy. Sky to Earth podcast on Spotify with Dale Holmes. Everyone, go and check that out if you've got Spotify, and have a listen. Right, much better than listening to the radio. If you're driving somewhere, if you're working, just put it on in the background, have a listen. Great chats. He's doing it with his friend, and I thought I had her name, and it's slipped my mind. But she was really cool. Had a great time. But yeah, go and check it out. New podcast. Like I said before, support the creators you like. Help them get out to a wider audience. What? A beer battered grouper sandwich. Cool. All right. I will have a look for a beer battered grouper sandwich. Thanks, David. Lots of interesting food around here. Of course, lots of fried chicken. I'm in the south. I did last time I was here. I tried lots of stuff. I had barbecue, which is different to a barbecue in Australia. I had a root beer. I had some burgers, of course. What else did I have? Lots of stuff. And I put on 5 kilograms. So I'm not doing that again. I'm trying to be a bit healthier this time. Yes, well, get a passport. Get a passport, Landy, man. You never know when you'll need one, right? And it sucks that we have to travel around, but without one you won't travel. So I got mine, and I'm starting to fill it up, man. It's gonna be well worn. It's a 10-year passport, and it's gonna be covered in stamps by the time it's done. And stay grateful. Good advice, Muddy Waters. Whatever you get, be grateful for it. Be grateful for your friends. Even if you're in a bad place and times are hard, well, be grateful for what you do have, right? You might have a home. You might have, electricity so you can cook. You might have food. You might have awesome pets. You might have family and friends that help you. You might have a car. It might be a complete crap box, but it might work and be able to get you around. So be grateful for what you have now, and the things that you get in the future will be greater. All right. Yeah, blood type diet. I don't know. I'm doing it in a couple of weeks, so I'll let you know. Yeah. To me, I'm going to do it just I've been on carnivore. A lot of people know, but I just felt I needed um, just more, I guess, some other bits. And so on the blood type diet, I can eat blueberries and different types of fruit and stuff. So I'm going to give it a go. How do I support me? Is it a personal question? Um, I just I just try and give value. And like well, the way I started this channel is just because I was interested and excited about what I was finding to do with star forts back then. Mud flood, all that. And I think that showed through, right? That I was, interested and eager and happy, and that helped a lot. But recently, like stuff it just turns up when it's needed. And if you live your life believing that, I believe that's what's going to happen. It's like, when I was coming here, I had, I spent a lot of money on shipping container. I had to buy another plane ticket and things, all this other stuff. But luckily for me, I had some resources because of things I'd done before that the money was there. So it was literally a message, and let's just send a message, and like just get out there and give as much value as you can. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be your best self, and I think everyone will go. Well, everything will go well. Got to go to the Waffle House. I think did I go to Waffle House last time? I can't remember. I don't think I went to the Waffle House actually. Might have missed that one. Yes, I definitely did that. Like, yeah, completely, man. 5 kilograms. I'm still trying to get rid of it. Um, yeah, well, that's the other thing, right? Um, just try things, yeah, and if they work and you feel better, then keep going with them. If you don't, then stop doing them. That's really it. I think we're all different, you know. We're all no one's exactly the same unless maybe you're an identical twin. You might have pretty much, the exact same body, that functions the same way. But apart from that, you could like I'm O positive, so the blood type diet might work for me and might not work for someone else, or 90% of it might work for me, and there might be stuff in it that it's not good for me. But that's up for me to decide. It's like with the travel. Like everyone was telling me all this stuff about different creators and different people and what would happen. I didn't listen to any of it. I just didn't listen to it because it's got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with them and their perceptions, but nothing to do with me. And I just went, well, I'm going to go and see for myself. I'm going to go meet these people. Oh, that's the best way to learn. Just go and don't listen to other people. Go and get your own information. That's the way I do it. Gratitude is the attitude. Agree, man. Waffle House. Waffle on at the Waffle House. Oh, how do you send money? Well, if you would like, there are links below. You can check those out. There is some way to donate. I think there's a button below. I'm not really sure, but there's definitely some links below you can click on if you would like. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. There you go. Oldie but a goodie. Lots of helpful guidance. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say give it a go. And if there's things on there that don't agree with you, well, just cut them out and keep the stuff that works. It's all a personal journey, right? Honesty, yeah, man. Be honest. Be yourself. What's that saying? You were born an original, don't die a copy. And I've seen it on YouTube. You see it all the time. Like someone has an idea and they come out with a type of video, and then so many people just jump on board and do the exact same thing. Like with the TikTok reviews, that started a couple of years ago. One person would have been the first to do that. I had some success, and now there are so many channels that just sit there and review TikToks. Like, don't do that. Be yourself. Yeah, I've always been a cup half full. I mean, I'm kind of, well, I don't think I'm wired that way, but I got onto this information when I was pretty young. I was, lucky, if you want to put it that way, that, I was doing seminars and stuff when I was like 13, 14. And I graduated to working on the seminars. And by the time I was 20, I was working on kids' camps. I went for 5 days where we were teaching about learning techniques and meditation and all these different things. So I've just wired myself to only see the good, and that's all I'm interested in. I don't give my attention to anything I don't want at all. Um, so yeah, it's just it's all good if you believe it's good, right? Got a Spiral Up channel, which I'm going to start putting videos up again soon. I haven't put anything up for like 6 months, but the first video on that it's called "Is the World a Good Place or a Bad Place?" Because it doesn't take you long on social media to find out that a lot of people think this is a bad place. They think it's a prison planet. They think they're stuck in a reincarnation trap. They think that they're just subject to these people who want to rule them, and that it's the devil's world and all this kind of stuff. Well, if you start off with that as your base thought, have a think about what you're going to attract. Like, you've literally cut out any chance of you attracting good, because the world's not a good place, right? It's full of bad people. Only bad things can happen. Like, that's where you need to start. Is this a good place or a bad place? And if so, why? And, spoiler alert, I would say it's a good place. Is this, oh my gosh, thank you so much. John Sup, $5. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And again, to everyone who supports me. Oh my gosh. Wow, feeling the love today, man. Feeling the love. JT, can't eat lettuce. There you go. Don't eat it. Awesome. You found out what you can't eat. That's cool, man. You're going forward. Cat Williams, yeah, man. Didn't need to cause a stir. We haven't seen Cat Williams talking to Joe Rogan on subjects where I can tell you have secret fans in high places. Well, he said that to Joe Rogan, did he? Interesting. And he's an interesting one, right? I don't know a lot about him. I know he's a stand-up comedian who's been around for a while, and he basically never went up the ladder, right? Like all these other people who came on and suddenly they're doing movies and that, and he didn't, because he just kept doing his thing, right? He wouldn't sell out to people. He wouldn't bend his ethics for money and all this kind of stuff and for fame and prestige. So am I saying that he's 100% true? No, I don't know, but again, you take the good stuff that you want and you leave the rest. That's it. Is Negativity is easy to not engage with anymore. No news, no sports, music, hugs, and love. Yeah, man. Exactly. Create your world. Surround yourself with what you want and with things that are going to get you, to where you want, or at least closer to where you want. Just keep walking that path. Doesn't matter what anyone else wants or what they say or what they think. That has no effect on you and your life unless you let it. And how do you let it? You give it your attention. It's like trolls. What do you think trolls want? All they want is your attention, right? Because they want you to focus on the crap. And most of the time it's because they're a bot, right? But some of the time it's because they're just jealous, right? Because they've spent their life believing everything's crap, and that's what they've created. And they see someone, going out and living their best life, and they don't like that. So they try and pull you down to their level. So don't even give them attention. Like, I've had, multiple people try and, whatever, right, affect me in a negative way by putting out videos, by leaving comments, by saying stuff and all this kind of, I never give them any attention. I don't care. And people have, called me shill and called me this and called me that and literally made videos and made channels about me. I don't care. They can live in their own little world and have their experience, and that's great. That's their life, but it's got nothing to do with me. And I'm not going to make it have anything to do with me by giving them attention. That's not it. Kat, how you doing? Wonderful where you are. Yes, there you go. Kat, yeah, man, someone else is creating their world, right? And, didn't come from, an amazing, everything's on a plate for her sort of past, but she's created an amazing life. So it doesn't matter where you are now or where you're starting from. It depends on where you're going. And guess where Kat's going? Kat's going to Bosnia. Woohoo! We shall meet again. I met Kat in Florida. Yeah, man. So I'll see you in about 10 weeks in Europe, man. Um, love life and share the light. Yep. Tony Taylor. Yes. How you going? Thanks for being here. Alva Billy. Life is what you make it, and what you make it is up to you. Wise words, indeed. I totally agree. Totally agree. What? Amish farmers shook down in Pennsylvania. What does that mean? Are they out doing a protest? So they got their buggies out on the road, have they? Um, Tony Taylor, I think if I wrote the university one, I would totally agree. You can talk to two different people about an event and they'll have two different perspectives. That should be enough to tell you that this isn't, it's not a physical place. Like something that happens doesn't happen the same to everyone. It happens different to everyone because of perspective, because of their attitude, because of all the past information that they rely on to build their future. Right. So leave the crap, man. What's that famous line by what's his name? Robert Van Winkle, otherwise known as Vanilla Ice. Drop the zero and get with the hero. Yeah, man, drop the zero. Drop stuff that's not going to get you anything that you want. And get with the hero. That's you. You're the hero of your own story. That's you. You're on the hero's journey. You're the only one who's been in your life for 100% of your life. It's you. You're the common denominator. You're the power. So use it or lose it, as they say, right? Miss Angie is making caramelized onions. Woohoo! Nice. There you go. Love you too, Kat. Yep. Live in your own positive vibe world. Exactly, man. That's exactly it. Nothing else matters, right? Metallica. But it should be what other people say, how they live does not matter. It doesn't matter to you unless you want it to. What other people think of us is none of our business. There you go. It's true, man. It's true. Like we give energy, right? Where energy where attention goes, energy flows. Right. So giving people attention, you're giving them your energy. And that's all that these, trolls or whatever you want to call them, all the naysayers, all the nefarious ones, that's all they want is your energy, man. They just want a bit of attention. Why don't you give it to me? And I can't believe I've been talking for 2 hours. Jeez. And thank you, everyone. We've got a really good audience here in chat. Thank you all for your input. Thank you all so much for the donations. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't get donations very often, and isn't it interesting? I could use a bit of spending money at the moment. Like I said, I've just spent a lot of money, and there you go. Right? Suddenly, all these amazing people are giving me money. Look, this is how it works. It's all with intention, and I'm just sitting here in a room talking to myself. Really, there's a microphone and a camera, but there ain't no one else in the room. So just be yourself, guys. Like shine your light, give value. We've all got value to give. Do that, and everything will be fine. And when things, don't go exactly the way that you expect them to, that's just a mistake. Mistakes don't exist. It's just a mistake. And what happens is you go, oh, I got something wrong. Next time I'll do it better. And it may take you 10 turns, right? But once you get it and you understand how, the process, then you've got it. And then you can create whatever you want. So if you're trying to create things and they don't turn out exactly the way you thought, or, you have a misfire and doesn't really turn out the way you want, learn from it. You've learned something, right? Tony Taylor, $5. Thank you so much for your support. So I'm just trying to find, there it is there. Thank you. Yes, we're all enough. You're enough. If you're watching this, you are enough. You are all you need. Thank you, Shawnee. Let your light shine. I agree. Your love light. Turn on your heart light. E.T., man. Was that from E.T.? I think it was. Yeah, won't have time to connect with anyone this time, unfortunately. But it's got a good channel, Old World Florida. Looking at Boston history if you get a chance. Yeah, I've done a couple of videos on Boston. How do I say it? Boston. Yeah, Boston's got a lot of giant buildings, hasn't it? Interesting place. Lots of interesting places in America, including lots of star forts, man. There are a lot of star forts here. Oh, and anyone who does want to support me, I do appreciate it and would appreciate it. You'll find links below. Thank you to Hippie Shake to join now. Chris is still here. Every other mod, I do appreciate you all, and of course, all the channel members, of which Kat is one. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your support. Hello, Corey and Orlando. Orlando, that's where I flew in last time, Orlando, Florida. And I must say that's a better airport than LAX, man. Went to Orlando, got off the plane. There was a train in the airport waiting to take me to get my bags, man. Got to LAX and I had to walk. It wasn't too bad, like 5 minutes, but dragging all my bags and stuff. They had to walk out and go to another turn. Where's the train, LAX? Gosh, get your act together, man. So yeah, Orlando is massive airport, and I didn't even realize that Disneyland's there until I got there. Like, what's all this Disneyland stuff? It's there. Lots of theme parks, in fact, down in Orlando and Disney. We all know about that. But yes, thank you all for joining me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. Just turned into a bit of a chat. We did have a look at Radium earlier. I did have some other stuff that I was going to go through on Frisia, which is interesting, but I think I'll cover that on the next live. Since we've done 2 hours, I don't like these lives to go too long. About 2 hours, I think is good. Otherwise, it's a bit of an ask for people to watch them. Disney World, not land. There you go, Disney World. Starports, 3 starports in Boston. Yeah. Is that where Fort McHenry is? I think that's in Boston, isn't it? And there's someone. Is Boston the one with the big sort of river inlet thing? Can't remember where everything is. It's a big country, this USA. But yeah, 3 starports in Florida as well. There's starports everywhere, man. Everywhere. Thank you very much, Alva Billy. Yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that one. And just remember, you have the power, right? So don't give it away. Use it to create a better world, a better life for you, your family, your loved ones, and everyone else down sharing the realm with you, right? It's up to us. It's up to us. Robert Smith, I'm single and need hugs. Can somebody please write me some down? Some hugs? There you go. Everyone write hugs. Send Robert some hugs. Come on, let's get 10 hugs before this stream finishes. You amazing people. Thank you, Hippie, for all your work. And of course, Hippie, supports many channels, and she's, she doesn't want to make videos, but she likes the community, she likes the topic, so she supports by helping out modding, and so this is what you can do. And here you go, Robert. There's hugs coming your way. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Look at them all. There you go. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Hope you're feeling better, Robert. Lots of hugs for you. There you go. All right, there you go. Proving how awesome you all are. Look at that. So thanks, guys, for joining me. I do appreciate it. You know, if you want to join us in Mullaney or in Europe, you'll find the links below. And if you want to support the channel, you'll find those as well. And I shall talk to you all on the next upload. I'll definitely be doing some updates while I'm in the USA for the next 2 weeks. So I shall see you there. And until then, enjoy the cool throat singing music. Ciao for now.